Welcome to the show. On the news recently reported on how Dejero EnGo mobile transmitters were at the heart of Spanish production company Quality Media's delivery of perfectly synchronized live video feeds from this year's Piromusical fireworks, watched by 600,000 of TV3's television viewers.
Yeah, and we're delighted to welcome Chief Production Officer at Quality Media, Pablo Reyes, onto the show to tell us about it. Welcome to the show, Pablo.
Hey guys, thank you very much for inviting me.
Good to have you here. So tell us about Piromusical and the event you covered for TV3.
Wow, the Piromusical was a very important event for Quality, especially in terms of technology and development. It was the first event that we can use a full remote production, including camera control, because we start to make remote production using EnGo backpacks of Dejero in 2017, but we never developed the way to make a camera control on that production. And for us, it was a big goal to get it for the Catalonian television, especially for this event, because Piromusical is a show in the city with the lights, and the light is changing so much time very, very quickly. So it was definitely a goal to control all the cameras and have the same colors and the same colorimetry on the director's place. We get it. We get it, and it was very successful. It was, I think, a big step in the industry, especially in the Spanish one, because the remote productions, it was very popular on streaming, and we are making a lot for streaming productions, but not so much for television. So it was the first time that the television finally trust in a model like this, with the whole complete elements of the production. We did it fine, and we get it. So it was an honor. It was a pleasure, and it was very fun as well.
So can you pinpoint how this year's production of the Piromusical differed from other previous years, specifically in view of COVID?
Yeah, basically I think in the Piromusical we take two new elements, as could be the key elements. The first one, as I told you, it was the camera control. It changed a lot because without the camera control, you can work with the same cameras, model cameras, and the same balance, but you never have absolutely the control. If the lights change so much, everything or anything with the sun, you can't control. So bringing into the production the camera control, it was one of the first, I think, the main point here. And the second one, it was the intercom, the full intercom process, because until Piromusical, we've been using IFV for the remote productions just to give orders to the operator, but the operator can't talk. They can talk just moving the camera, yes, no, but in the Piromusical, we get into as well the intercom, so the cameraman can talk directly with the director without any delays. It was full communication process, and it was very important for them, especially for TV3. When we arrived there, they were not so much concerned about the camera control. We know the goal of the camera control and the importance, but they just suppose that it's gonna be okay on that term. They was very, very concerned on the communication process on the remote production, especially when we were working on the streets, because the Piromusical, it was produced in 8 different locations in Barcelona, each one completely 20 kilometers one to each other. So it was important to have a fluent communication way. So we get it as well.
So what are the challenges that shooting live at the different locations? What sort of challenges did you come across?
The main one, when you're honestly working remote, is so much easy because the remote saves a lot of work. In a normal production, you have to work with wireless or different kind of micro waves or something like this in the cities. With the remote, finally, it's easy because you just arrive with the camera and turn into the backpack, but and you receive the signal in the control by cabling, by all the time that you need to test. It's just a connectivity. But the point is, here the main point is when when you're making this kind of production as a Piromusical, it's very important.
It's all right.
I have a stress.
Yeah.
Train passing. Yeah, we want to kill ourselves in the life.
It's gone now.
The main challenge, I think, is to have all camera connected to the electricity. It's anytime, because to work with batteries in a remote production is suicide, because you can lose a camera in a moment. So you need to be sure that each camera is connected and it's plugged to the electricity. And when you're working in the streets, the only way to make this is a good generator in its location, because in the streets it's not electricity. So we have to bring some like 8 different generators to its location in Barcelona. And the second goal, or the second important point or challenge here, it was that all the cameramen was like quiet and very focused on what they are doing, because they are in the middle of the streets, finally receiving orders by an intercom in a backpack. But it's people walking around, and they can just disturb. But everything works very, very well, and those two challenges, we get it. Also, to have platforms in different locations in Barcelona, because you need like to be above the floor 2 or 3 meters to have more angle in the shot.
Yeah, you need to be above the crowds and above all the noise. So, I mean, we're here to talk about the Dejero EnGos, and specifically, can you again pinpoint some areas that the EnGos helped with these challenges?
Wow, a lot. I mean, I think the backpacks are transforming the audiovisual system, especially in all, but not just live. I mean, they are transforming everything. For example, a movie director. We have Quality have 6 backpacks now in the States. We received a call the last week for a movie director in Spain that they're filming a documentary here, and they want us just to send a backpack to their cameras in San Francisco, because the movie director can go to San Francisco. They can travel now, so they want to see in our control how they are filming, and it's a movie. It's not like live production. So it's one of the examples that you can see that this technology is changing all the audiovisual industry. But of course, in news production, here where I'm now, I'm in the United States. Capital is beneath me. We take some groups to make live shows. One of the live shows that we made here, the Electoral Night, we produce all by remote. We have 4 cameras at all the mix. It's in Madrid, and each camera is with one Dejero EnGo. So it's another example. And in the news sector, in the industry, you can of course use the backpacks. In the sports, change also so much, so bring you a lot of possibilities. Using the Dejero EnGo, we can produce, for example, Formula One, that we're making some Formula One historic races in the main circuits in the whole Europe and the whole world. And we can have like 9, 10, 11 cameras, each one connected to one Dejero EnGo, and we can produce a live signal from anywhere. But in the meantime, also in the sports, we're making like football matches in Argentina and Chile as well, of the first and second division, and we mix all in Madrid. So all of this is thanks to the backpacks, to the Dejero EnGo, and they are becoming a lot the industry, and they bring a lot of possibilities, especially working remotely from anywhere in the world and control.
So Pablo, normally at this stage, we ask our guests to tell us something about them that we might not know, but maybe you can just tell us a little bit more about Quality Video and what you guys do.
Wow, thank you. Quality, we're very proud of the company that we created. We work in different ways. So we're very diversified in the industry. We're making this now here in the United States, making news for the main news programs and the main channels and broadcasters in the world. But in the meantime, we're like in Spain now. We're making some advertising, shooting some kind of advertising, and we're very diversified. We work for the main so much newspapers. We make a lot of streaming for them. We create some OTTs for sports and especially for some countries, as could be Mexico and Chile. We're developing some OTTs for their Olympic committees. We make movies as well. This past week we closed the last production that we're going to do, a new documentary. So Quality Media is a very diversified company that works in many environments inside the industry, and we're very proud of it.
Thank you very much. Yes, now to see all of our video interviews and kit reviews, then head over to KitPlus TV, which is brought to you with the support of Mediaproxy, and you can find out more about them at mediaproxy.com. Thanks again, Pablo.
Thank you very much. Stay in touch, guys.
Thank you.